What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own automatic AFK-able Froglight farm in Minecraft 1.19. This farm is super easy to make, doesn't require a ton of materials, it's not terribly dangerous to make. It'll take you about probably 20 minutes to build, and at the end of it you will be making an amazing amount of Froglights. 4,000 per hour is what this farm produces in any color you like. So first off, I'm going to show you the materials that you're going to need for this farm. You're going to need about 2.5 shulkers of materials. First thing is you're going to need a lot of building blocks. I'm using glass because I like to be able to see into my farms, but it doesn't have to be glass. It can be any building block that you want. You're going to need 28 stacks plus 32. And then you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 20. 6 stacks plus 20 of any spawnable building block. These cannot be glass. They must be spawnable. And then you're going to need a few more things, 16 nether brick fences, or any type of fence you want, about 100 obsidian, 25 of any kind of trapdoor, 50 of any kind of stone wall, 2 stacks plus 21 of any kind of slab, 12 hoppers, 8 glass, a note block, which is technically optional, but I find it to be really useful. The materials to summon 2 iron golems, so 8 blocks of iron and 2 carved pumpkins, 5 blocks of redstone, 8 rails, a minecart with a hopper, 17 powered rails, 12 chests, 3 buckets of tadpoles, 3 name tags, an anvil, some ladders and ender pearls to get yourself up onto the nether roof, about 2 stacks of scaffolding, and then it's going to be a good idea to have a flint and steel because we're going to the nether, a few stacks of dirt for temporary blocks, a water bucket, and a silk touch pick since you're working with glass. If you're not working with glass, you probably don't need a silk touch pick, but I'm bringing one along anyway. Also, I'm going to be building this entire farm in survival mode just to show you how easy it is to make. But before we do that, I'm going to show you guys how to get all the buckets of tadpoles that you're going to need for this farm. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to any biome where frogs spawn. I don't actually know where those are, but I know they spawn in swamps, sometimes they spawn in extreme hills, but they tend to spawn near water. So find yourself a nice pool of water. So we're just going to make an artificial pool of water with some frogs in it, and breed the frogs with some slime balls, just like this, and they will eventually lay some frog eggs somewhere around here. There we go, there's some frog eggs. And these frog eggs take a while to hatch, but once they hatch, they will create tadpoles. And you can catch tadpoles in buckets like this. Ta-da! Bucket of tadpole. These buckets of tadpoles can be placed. You can place a tadpole like that. Tadpoles will die if they exit water, and once they grow up, which I believe takes about 20 minutes, as with most baby animals, they will turn into full-grown frogs. Now, there are 3 types of full-grown frogs. There's these gray frogs right here, and if you make a farm with these gray frogs, I believe it makes pearlescent froglights, which are the purplish ones. There's also the basic orange frogs, which will produce ochre froglights, and there are the green frogs, which will produce the green froglights. The gray frogs, they spawn in tropical biomes, like the jungles and stuff. The ochre frogs, they spawn in temperate biomes, like regular forest, where we're building that farm over there. And then the green frogs will spawn in cold biomes, and they will produce these green froglights and stuff. So yeah, just plan accordingly to whichever kind of frog light you would like to receive. Maybe since you're using 3 tadpoles, you could do 1 of each. But yeah, whichever frog light you want, just make sure you use the right type of frog for the job. Alright guys, time to actually start building this thing. We're back in survival mode. I've got myself some iron armor just to be safe, as well as some splash potions of fire resistance. So, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build a nether portal. So let's grab some of the obsidian from this thing, as well as the flint and steel, and build ourselves a quick nether portal. Just like that. So we got all our shulker box of materials, and let's go ahead and head into the nether. And we have arrived in the nether. Now the first thing you're going to want to do once you get to the nether is make sure that you're in the basalt deltas biome, which I believe we clearly are. But if you check right here, it'll show you that you're in a basalt deltas biome. So we need to make sure that that's the biome that we're in, and then we need to slowly make our way up to the nether roof. So let's just start digging a tunnel up like this. Alright, we've reached the part of the nether where the roof starts turning into bedrock. Now what we need to do is pop up our F3 screen and pay attention to this targeted block thing. We want to target a block of bedrock that says it's at Y level 127. So let's look around, break some basalt, see if we can't find a piece of bedrock that's that high, and look at that. That piece of bedrock is exactly where it needs to be. So what you're going to want to do is grab our ender pearls, that was the wrong shulker box, grab our ender pearls and ladders from this shulker box right here, perfect. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make a ladder pillar up to this piece of bedrock right here. And this is how we're going to get onto the nether roof. So then you're going to throw an ender pearl right in this crack right here. It's super easy. I usually nail it first try. And you just jump, jump, and we are now on the nether roof. Perfect. Now what you want to do next is find a nice open area where nothing is even close to you. My render distance is currently set to 24, and I have nether fog off, and there's nothing around. So you basically just don't want anything that's going to interrupt the mob spawning, and you also want to make sure you're still in the basalt delta biome. So let me just walk around a little bit, see if the biome particles change. Nope, I think we're probably good. All right, so now you're just going to pick a block that's going to be at the center of your farm. So what you're going to do is first we got to set down all 3 of these shulker boxes of material. Perfect. And you want to grab any of your spawnable blocks, and you want to place it in the middle. Boom. This is the center of your farm. You're going to want to remember this block. Bring up your F3 screen, look at targeted block, and type the coordinates into chat, or just write them down on a piece of paper. So 1110, negative 527. The Y value doesn't matter because it's always going to be 128. This is going to be the center of your farm. So now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab some of your fences from inside the shulkers. Where did I put those? Here they are. Perfect. And you're going to grab your supplies to make iron golems as well as your dirt, and you're going to place a temporary block right here. You're going to place your fences surrounding like this, make a nice little square out of fences like that. Then you're going to make some more temporary blocks going up, bop, 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 bop. Now you're going to take out all the temporary blocks except for one, and then you're going to spawn an iron golem on top of this block right here. So bop, 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 bop. Let me build up just a little bit higher, and bop, and then take out the dirt block. And now you have an iron golem stuck in this little cage right here. This iron golem is going to be what's baiting our magma cubes into jumping into our nether portal. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to build some nether portals. All right, now you're going to grab that remaining 64 obsidian from inside the shulker box, and what you're going to do is you're going to count out 1, 2, and place an obsidian on the 3rd block right here. 1, 2, 3rd block, 1, 2, 3rd block, 1, 2, and 3rd block. And now you're just going to fill in this until you have a big old square. And there we go. Perfect. That's all the obsidian we need. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pick one side of this thing, and you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. And you're going to carefully hop down. Okay, I probably better get some food. And then build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. And then you're going to connect them just like this, and you're going to make one massive nether portal. All right, I got myself a stack of steak to protect me from that fall damage. No, I didn't get it in creative mode. You're crazy. What are you talking about? Anyway, we're going to light up this gigantic nether portal like that. Boom. And we're going to enter the portal, and we're going to go back to the overworld. And remember those coordinates that we wrote down earlier. Okay, we now have another portal in the overworld. So what you're going to do is you're going to take down this nether portal. Okay, the nether portal has been removed. Now you're going to take those coordinates from earlier, and you're going to multiply them by 8. So I just did that. 88, 80, negative 4216. So we're going to go to those coordinates. Got to find them in the overworld real quick. Okay, I found the chords, and they happen to be in water, which is actually pretty useful. So what you're going to do is, first we have to go down to the very bottom of this lake, and we're going to build a pillar all the way up to the top of the lake with our temporary dirt blocks. This is actually really perfect because this gives us a lot of extra free space to work with. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the ground level where you are, so that's y equals 63 for us, and we're going to build up 20 blocks. So we're going to build all the way up to y83. And here we are, Y83. This is where we're going to build our portal. But this portal is not just any portal. This portal has to be extra wide. It's got to be a portal with a 3-block wide opening in the middle, and it's going to be the regular 3 blocks high so that our magma cubes can fit through it. So we just got to build our large portal. I believe that's big enough. All right, here's our portal. Now let's light her up, and let's take it to the nether. We should drop off in that same portal that we spawned in. And perfect, we are now in the right place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to continue going all the way up and make the other 3 sides of this also these giant portals. So just build 10 blocks up on each side and make them all into portals. Alright, that's all 3 of our portals built with a little bit of obsidian to spare. So now we're going to light up all 3 of these portals just like that. And this is going to be how our magma cubes are going to get to the overworld. This farm is entirely magma cube based. Now, let's get over back to our shulker boxes of materials. I believe I left them over here. And we're going to grab all the spawnable blocks. We want to have all of these deep slate brick blocks at our disposal. And then we're going to build our spawning platforms now. These platforms are going to be 5 by 10 blocks wide. So here's the 5. The width of the portal is 5. And then we're going to go out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you're going to fill in this design just like this. All right, we now have a filled-in spawning chamber. This is where all of our magma cubes are going to spawn, and then you're going to build the same thing on each side. All right, all 4 of our spawning platforms have been successfully built. No magma cubes have spawned yet, but that's cool. They will get here eventually. Now, what you're going to want to do next is go to your material shulker boxes. I forgot I picked those up. Haha. And you're going to grab out some of these blocks. I'm using glass. They don't have to be glass, though. I'm just using glass because I think it looks cool. And what you're going to do is you're going to build a layer all the way around. You can cut out the corners, but you're going to build a layer of these blocks all the way around the entire build. Okay, once you have a full border around this thing, you're going to bring up all these walls by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to build up 5 blocks all the way around this thing until you have a 5-block tall wall all the way around all the spawning platforms. Alright, the full 5-block high wall has been built in around this. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get back up onto the wall. Okay, we're safe. And we're going to build another layer of spawning platforms. So we just want to build another layer of 5 by 10 spawning platforms going all the way around this. More spawning space means more magma cubes that can spawn, which means the more froglights we'll get. So just simply fill in all these glass holes at the 5th level with more spawnable blocks. Alright, that's all 4 of our spawning platforms built all the way around this thing, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to extend these glass walls another 5 blocks up, all the way up to where the obsidian ends on the nether portal, so just extend all of the walls up once again, 5 additional blocks. Alright, this is all 4 of our walls brought up to the correct height. The next thing we need to make sure we do is spawn-proof this entire roof of this farm, so we're going to have to put slabs on top of every spawnable block. I did say that you didn't have to make these out of glass. Mine is technically spawn-proof already, but yours might not be, so make sure that you slab everything. Every single block that is exposed needs to be slabbed. I'm going to go ahead and slab these 2, just so you understand. Slab everything so nothing can spawn on top of this. Just like that. Now that all of these are spawn-proofed, we need to put a layer of slabs on top of the farm like this, just so all of these blocks are covered. We don't have to put it on top of those things because the magma cubes cannot hop out by themselves. We just need to make sure that we have all slabs on top of this right here. So let me just add those in. I have messed up. Let me get that slab back. Alright, that's everything slabbed. Now what you're going to want to do is hop into here, hop into one of your spawn chambers, get yourself a spawnable block. I have spawnable blocks right here, and get some dirt too. So we are going to have to break this portal real quick. There you go, that's the broken portal. We'll get that back later. So what you're going to want to do is pillar some dirt out here, and you're going to place another spawnable block right above where this iron golem was right here, and you're going to cover this one, fences too, so just make sure everything's all fenced in. Perfect. And now you're going to place another iron golem here as well. Alright, now simply spawn our iron golem in like this. We just got to place it like that, and there's our iron golem. Take out the dirt block, and now we have our second iron golem sitting right where he needs to be. Now we just need to relight this portal, and bop, this is the nether portion of the farm done. Now what you're going to want to do is go through one of these portals back to the overworld so we can do the overworld portion of the farm, and we're back. Perfect. Going to want to build some dirt blocks going out here so we have a little bit of a temporary place to stand. Now, let's just build a few more blocks out, and what we're going to do is we're going to take our walls, so this is going to be in one of these chests somewhere, our walls, perfect, our 50 polished walls, and we're going to cover the entire backside of the portal with these walls. So we want to make sure that it's completely walled up. This will prevent the magma cubes from glitching outside the wall, and it's going to have to be 2 layers. So make sure that everything is walled in, including the actual face of the portal itself, and the remainder of the farm is going to be on the other side of the portal. So that's 1 layer of walls set in. Now we just need 2 layers of walls. Okay, that's all of our walls filled in right here. Now we just need to go around to the other side, take out this dirt, build into the center. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to build up these walls with glass. We just need to go to the height of the portal, and we need to build 1 over on each side. So we just need to go over to this side, build our glass up. And what we're going to do is we're going to build us a nice tube. It's going to be a tube with a 5 by 5 opening. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide opening on this side. And just go over here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide opening on this side, and then we're just going to build the square, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide opening, perfect. And then you're just going to build this all the way up to the height of the portal. Alright, that's the walls built, and as you can see by what's going on down there, we got some magma cubes spawning in this thing already. So, the next thing that we have to do is build a simple glass ceiling over the top of this thing. Alright, roof made. Now this is where that water bucket I told you about earlier is going to come in handy. We need to place a water right here, and we need to go down we need to build down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, just like that. And then place a dirt probably right here to balance ourselves out. Take the water back, just like that. Perfect, perfect. Now, we're going to have to continue this all the way down 5 blocks all the way around. So maybe take out this dirt and then build down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks all the way around. Wait, that's only 4. 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks all the way around this thing. All right, we brought the walls all the way down and we've removed most of the dirt. So let's get into our shulker box, grab our 25 warp trapdoors, and you're just going to place trapdoors all the way along this thing, maybe blur it out a little bit with our dirt, and we're going to place trapdoors just like this all the way out, and you're going to place another layer of trapdoors. Now what these trapdoors does is we're going to open all these trapdoors, and they're going to filter out all the magma cubes. So how this farm works is all the medium and the large magma cubes that spawn get stuck in this little maze of trapdoors right here, but all the small ones will slip right through the cracks in the trapdoors. So we just need to place all of the trapdoors, and we're almost done. There we go. And then we're going to open all the trapdoors. So open, 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 open. We want to make sure all these are open. It's going to allow all of the tiny magma cubes to drop through without any of the large or medium ones getting into the system where the frogs are. Perfect. And now, I'm just going to break this dirt block, get down to here. Oop. Ah! All right, recovery has been made with those leftover ender pearls, thank goodness. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our dirt and we're going to go down another few blocks. I believe we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to build a floor. This floor is going to be made out of our glass or whatever building block you're using, and you're going to bring everything down 9 blocks. So first, let's make the outline of the floor. All right, cool. Our floor is all laid out, so we're just going to fill it in. So we have a solid surface down here to play with, and then what we're going to do after that is we're going to build all the way up, and meet this part of the farm with this part of the farm. So we're just going to bring all these walls down so they touch. Alrighty, once you got all that filled in, you're going to get into your shulker box, and you're going to grab all your buckets of tadpoles, as well as your anvil and your name tags. What you're going to want to do is give all of these name tags the same name. That'll just save your XP points and stuff. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place all 3 of our little tadpoles. 1, 2, 3. So place, place, place. Now these guys do need water to survive, so keep them in water for now. And once they grow up, it'll take about 20 minutes, or you can feed them slime balls to speed up the process. So we'll just wait for all these guys to grow up. But first, make sure you give them your name tags so they don't despawn. And there we go. Perfect. Alright, once all your little frogs are grown up and named, you can go ahead and remove the water, and these frogs are all the orange frogs, which means they're going to produce ochre froglights. So, you're just going to dig your way out of here real quick, make sure the frogs don't escape, and this is the bulk of our farm. All we have to do now is make the item collection system and sorting system, and the farm will be done. Alright, now we're going to make the item collection system. So, going to want to be 3 blocks below the farm, and you're going to build down 1, 2 glass blocks, or any building block from the top here, and you're just going to bring everything down 2 blocks, just like we've been doing, except this time you're only going to bring it down 2 blocks instead of 5 or 9. So just go ahead and bring down this entire wall, just like this. Alright, now once you brought down everything 2 blocks, you're going to want to make sure you have some water in a bucket. You're going to build up like this. You're going to take out this block, and you're going to place your water just like this, and you're going to swim. You're going to sit right here, and now we are in a crawl space. So what you're going to want to do next is fill in the floor like this, because you need this to be a 1 block high space if this collection system is going to work. So go ahead and fill in the floor. Okay, the floor has been all filled in. So next, what you're going to do is you're going to get your shulker box that is full of your redstone supplies, and you're going to get all of your redstone supplies out, all this stuff. Perfect, just like that. Now, you're going to take out 5 of the blocks of the floor. It can be any 5 blocks you want. We're just going to take out these 5, like that. And you're going to place 5 redstone blocks, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And then you're going to place 3 hoppers on another one of the surfaces. Over here is where I'm going to go for this. So we're just going to place 3 hoppers. 1, 1, 2, 3. And next, we're going to place our rails. So get your powered rails and your regular rails out. And you're just going to place powered rails like this going along the road. So we have all these powered rails placed here. And then you're going to place a powered rail on each end on opposite corners. And then what you're going to do is, if you're building this out of glass, like I am, you're going to want to take out these blocks, get some more spawnable blocks, and put these here so it can deflect the minecart so it can run back and forth. If you're not building this out of glass, you won't have that problem. But if you are building it out of glass like I am, you're going to want to make sure that these are spawnable blocks. So place those there. And then you're going to place your normal rails to make sure the system all is one big loop. So that's a corner right there. Make that a corner right there. Make this a corner right here. And make this a corner right here. Perfect. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place your minecart right here. You're going to push it. You're going to get out of here. And you'll see our minecart with hopper is just going back and forth, collecting items and dropping them in this hopper. So that's what you're going to have to do in here. You can go ahead and exit, build down, and then we're going to bring our final segment of this thing down. We're going to build it down an additional, I believe, 5 blocks, and the floor is going to be right here where the sea floor is. All right, we've got our chamber all built, and we've got an exit so we can get in and out. So now we just need to place in our storage system. So place down some blocks here. Place down all of your chests like this. We want to have 6 double chests all lined up just like this. Perfect, perfect, like that. And then we want to run all of our hoppers into them. So hopper, 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 and then hopper, hopper, and on the other side, hopper, and then build up a little bit. And we want to have our hoppers running into these. So 1, 2, 3. And there we go. That is how you build the Froglight farm. It's all finished. We have our storage system. We have our Froglight converter. We have our collector. And we have our spawners. So now we just need to make our way back up to the very top of the farm and go back into the Nether. All right, we're back in the inner workings of the farm. So let's just bust our way out with some of these. And we just need to get all the way up to the top here. So just build all the way up here. And maybe put another non-spawnable on top of that so nothing can spawn in it. I'll put some glass on there for now. And now what you need to do, this is how you build your AFK spot. This is the last thing that you're going to need to do. So you're going to want to place, first you're going to want to be able to, place the scaffolding, which you can't do on a slab apparently. So let me fix that. All right, perfect, got a slab. Now we just need to place our scaffolding and go all the way up. We need to go all the way up to y equals 239. So let me bring up my F3 screen, and you're just going to place scaffolding all the way up until you get to y equals 239. All right, perfect. As you can tell from our F3 screen on the left, we are now at y equals 239. This is the optimal place to AFK for this farm. So we just need to place a note block right here. So we're now at y equals 240, and surround it with glass. Just surround it with a simple layer of glass so nothing can spawn here. Just like that, and we are now done. All you have to do is hold right click on this note block. It'll make some constant noise. Now press F3 and T, release, and you are now AFKing at your very own Froglight farm. This farm produces about 4,000 Froglights per hour, which should be all of the Froglights that you'll ever need for your builds. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, of course, because I know you're subscribed if you're enjoying these videos. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.